Well, this is the ongoing chapter on diversity and discrimination, where we will see in this class about inequality and discrimination faced by an individual or group. Hello everyone, welcome back to Brain Good Train. This is our fourth class and the third part on chapter 2, diversity and discrimination. If you haven't yet watched my previous videos, then I have given the link in the description box. Do check it out. And yes, watch this video till the end and do like, share and subscribe for more contents. In my previous videos, I've already discussed about difference and prejudice and creating stereotype. Today, I will be discussing about inequality and discrimination. I will be talking both about inequality and discrimination separately. So let us see first about inequality, followed by discrimination from my point of view, and then from the book point of view. So starting from my point of view, inequality may be considered as the difference between caste, creed, culture, language, economic status, education, region, background, etc., which our society discriminated between male and females, where females were not given equal rights. Inequality occurs between rich and poor, where they don't have equal opportunity to approach something. For example, suppose we have some official work where both rich and poor has to do those procedures. A person from a poor group goes first and gets into the line early in the morning, but then the one from the rich community, he or she goes at very late, and by paying some extra amount to the people there who are in charge, they get their chance earlier than the poor. And because the poor cannot afford to pay some extra money or any charge, so he has to wait for his turn. Here we could see the inequality that is happening, the discrimination that is taking place. Okay, suppose in many Indian families, the male and female are being discriminated. Okay, the male child or the female child, both of them are discriminated. The female is said to be working in the kitchen and the male is said to be working in the office. Okay, they say that the men hold the superior position, whereas the female is only to work for the family. Okay, so inequality can be an income, health or any other material for the status of a community or position. Now inequality can take place because of income and health. For example, a rich person is not well. Similarly, a poor is also not well. So the poor cannot afford to be in a multi-specialist hospital where you get all the advantages and all the comfort. Okay, so he or she at a very cheap rate or at no rate will prefer to get admitted to an hospital where they could be treated, okay, by the doctor. Whereas if in case there is the rich person will try to get admitted in a multi-specialist hospital with all the facility available for him or her, no matter whether the treatment is good or bad, but he will see that he has all the comfort along with him. So money here plays an important role, income, in health as well as in material. So this shows the status of a community opposition, that of rich and poor. So inequality may occur on various bases like gender between male female, caste between upper caste and lower caste, creed and etc. Okay, this was about inequality. Now talking about the discrimination takes place when one gets against an individual or community on the basis of prejudice mindset. As we have already discussed in the last class, that prejudice mindset means a mindset or a concept that we carry along with us and judge the other individual or community on the basis of language, dressing, food and etc. as inferior. Okay, as I've already told you, if a community or an individual A, okay, is larger in number, Okay, and the other one, that is category B, individual or group, is lesser in number, like the tribal, which is extended to a large number. Okay, we try to look them as inferior because of their food habits, language, dressing sense, etc. Okay, because we carry a mindset that they are lower than us, but which is not at all correct. Okay, we
And
judge others, they might
discriminated.
get hurt. Now, discrimination is done with prejudice or whim. Discrimination is done with the purpose of exploiting an individual. Okay, because they are low in number, because they are different from us, doesn't mean we have to discriminate and make them feel inferior. That leads to the exploitation of an individual or a group. Example, a girl can belong from a lower status in financial terms, which will result in inequality between her and other girls of the same society with a higher status in financial terms. Whereas the difference done between a girl and a boy would be considered discrimination, as many people in our society have the concept of girls being weaker than boys. Okay. Now, inequality and discrimination are connected to each other. Though they are not similar, but sometimes inequality may lead to discrimination as well. Okay, diversity in culture also leads to discrimination. For example, we have seen the hierarchy of caste in our society as putting the Brahmins at the top, followed by the Kshatriyas and Vaishyas, and then Shudras, and at the lowest level, Dalits, who are called as untouchables. The pyramid structure of caste and creed in our society starts with Brahman and ends with Shudra, where the lower one of the series face disrespect and disgracefulness from the upper ones. So the upper ones face all the wealth, all the happiness, respect, whereas the one in the lowest series, that is the Dalit, who are called as untouchables and the pollutants by the society, feels all the disrespect, disgracefulness by the upper ones. Okay, inequality and discrimination are pollutants of the society. It results in ill treatment, lack of opportunity, lack of respect, and disgracefulness among the people. Inequality may be a situation, but discrimination is a stereotype. As we have learned, that stereotype is a belief that we carry forward along with us. Now, coming to the book point of view, inequality and discrimination. Discrimination happens when people act on their prejudices or stereotypes. As I've already mentioned, if you do something to put other people down, if you stop them from taking part in certain activities and taking up jobs, or stop them from living in certain neighborhoods, prevent them from taking water from the same well or hand pump, or not allow them to drink tea in the same cup or glass as others, you are discriminating against them. Suppose you are from an upper class and somebody else is from the, maybe your friend is from the lower caste. Okay, now you are not allowing him or her to enter your house, to drink water from the same glass or tea from the same glass. Okay, not even allowing or motivating him or her to take job in the job where you are doing. So what are you doing? We're discriminating. Clear? So which is not at all good. Discrimination can take place because of several reasons. You probably recall the previous chapter that Sameer Ek and Sameer Do were different from each other in many ways. So in the chapter 1, we have one example of Sameer Ek and Sameer Do, where Sameer Ek is more familiar with English, Sameer Do speaks Hindi. Although they both are more at home in different languages, they still communicated with each other. They made the effort to do so because this was what was important to them. Sameer Ek and Sameer Do also come from different religious and cultural backgrounds. While Sameer Ek is a Hindu, Sameer Do is a Muslim. Different religious and cultural backgrounds such as these are an aspect of diversity. So in addition to the diverse religious and cultural backgrounds, there are other ways in which Sameer Ek and Sameer Do are different from each other. For example, while Sameer Ek goes to school and Sameer Do sells newspaper. Clear? So, however, this an aspect of diversity. However, this diversity can also be a source of discrimination. Groups of people who may speak a certain language, follow particular religion, live in specific regions, etc., may be discriminated against as their customs or practices may be seen as inferior. Like I've told, between the community and community B, so they judge the community B as inferior because they are of another religion or another certain language group, eating habits are different, dressing sense is different, and etc. Another difference between the two Samis was in their economic backgrounds. One was stable, one was not stable. One was selling newspapers. Sami though was poor. This difference, as you have read earlier, is not a form of diversity but of inequality. People who are more do not have the same resources or the money to meet their basic needs of food, clothing, and shelter. They experience discrimination in offices and hospitals, schools, a sector where they are treated badly because they are poor, because they do not have money to get a good food, clothing, and shelter, because they don't look good, so they are treated badly in these places. They are exempted. Okay, some people may experience both kinds of discrimination. They are poor and they belong to groups whose culture is not valued, that is from the low caste. People are not valued there, and if they are poor, then they are completely neglected, as if they don't exist at all, they are nil. Okay, like tribals who have extended to a great level, and at many places they are not even there today. So some religious groups and even particular regions are discriminated, where we see the people of that community in less number. Okay, so let's see next part. We could see the girls in this picture are trying to writing. They're from Muslim community. Looking at them, we could just identify. So here it is in the yellow box. It's written about the Muslim girls who are not getting educated because of the poverty, because of not the good initiative taken by the government. The parents tend not to teach them. Okay, so they drop out from the school. So let us see what do we have in this. A common stereotype about some Muslims is that they are not interested in educating girls and therefore do not send girls to school. However, studies have now shown that poverty amongst Muslims is an important reason why Muslim girls do not attend school or drop out from school at very few years. Okay, because of the poverty, they don't study, they don't complete their study, they drop out within few years. Wherever effort has been made to reach education to the poor by the government, okay, these efforts, so initiative the government has taken, where there the Muslim community has shown an interest in sending their girls to school. Okay, where the initiative by the government has done, the Muslim has shown an interest to get their girl child educated. For example, in the state of Kerala, the distance between the school and the home is not much. There is a good government bus service that helps teachers reach school in rural areas, and over 60% of the teachers are women. So these factors have helped children from poorer families, including Muslim girls, attend school in much larger number. Because the distance from the home and the school is not much, so the teachers also, lady teachers, are been going to school to teach the students, and that is also in the 60% teachers are lady teachers, and that also help the poorer families of Muslim girls to attend school and get educated. In other states where such efforts have not been made, children from poorer families, whether Muslim, tribal, or so-called lower caste, find it difficult to attend school. Therefore, poverty, not religion, is the cause for non-attendance of Muslim girls in school. So poverty has played the role of not teaching the girls in school, and it's not the religion. Okay, so Muslim girls are mostly in number, so it's about Muslim, but it's not about religion but about poverty. Okay, keeping it here till today, we have completed the inequality and discrimination. The next class will start with on being discriminated against, where we'll talk about Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's effort to make Dalits, equal representation in the society, and his personal experience where he faced the discrimination when he was a child of 9 years old itself. So if you have any questions still here, then feel free to ask me in the comment section. I'll try my best to answer all the questions, and keeping it here for today. And if you like this video, do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet subscribed yet. And yes, keeping it here on a note, stay home, stay safe, take care. Thank you.